Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I do have a caramel sundaes haul for you. This is from their restock that happened at the beginning of August. They did not have a restock the entire month of July, and yeah, I ordered a lot. And so I've been ordering from Caramel Sundaes since the beginning of January. Caramel Sundaes is a small family-owned business out in Monroe, Georgia. I think what makes me gravitate towards this brand a lot is because I am a gourmand girl and I really love like gourmand scents, and a lot of their scents are gourmand, and I love that for me. And so that's why I purchase a lot from them. And also I do think the burn is clean. That is what you're going to get with 100% soy wax. The cotton wicks are cotton. And you know, I don't find myself dealing with a lot of soot when it comes to caramel sundaes. You can see I have one going on right here, and as you can see, it's burning very, very, very clean. Once it gets to the bottom, sometimes it does tend to start trying to soot, but that's what's going to happen on any candle once it starts getting towards the bottom, especially with that little divot there. Or even if it just gets too low, it's just like in a funnel at some point, and the flame burns hotter, so it'll soot. But it's not like crazy soot like you would get with like a paraffin wax or something like that. So like I said, I've been ordering from Caramel Sundaes since January, and the way that they do their restocks is they restock once a month. Typically it's like 3 to 4 weeks, every 3 to 4 weeks, but this time it was a little longer. And then to me, I find that it basically is once a month. And so in January, I remember purchasing, and I had a 40 ounce because if you also know me, I like big candles. Like I already knew that before on my very first order, I knew I was going to want some of those 40 ounce candles. And so I tried to get ice cream sandwiches in the 40 ounce, and it jumped out of my cart. I was able to get everything else, but that jumped out of my cart, and I was like, oh, okay, clocked. I know what I need to do because I am a wax vendor girl. I am aware of how ready to ship restocks work because I've been doing this for years. So I already knew what kind of hat I needed to put on, and since then I've been able to get everything I wanted. So that is a little bit about caramel sundaes. What else? 4 of these 2-wick candles in this haul are from a company called SaltBox Lane. SaltBox Lane is like a home goods store. They have home goods, home accessories, candle accessories, furniture, and one of the things that they do sell, and they're a wholesaler of caramel sundaes. And so they'll open up a little early, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get your stuff early, but they do open up a little bit earlier than caramel sundaes. And in the off chance you do get your stuff early, you can kind of try things and see if you want any backups of things. Also, the restock process is not as like intense as caramel sundaes restocks, but it's still pretty intense. Things sell out quickly on SaltBox Lane also. And the downside about SaltBox Lane is you do have to pay for shipping, so you have to be open to paying for shipping. And normally when I order from SaltBox Lane, I try to get things that I really want that I might sell out before I can get the other things that I really, really want from Caramel Sundaes. So anyway, that's a little bit about both Caramel Sundaes and SaltBox Lane. We are going to go ahead 4 minutes into this video and go ahead and start the haul. The first 4 candles that I'm going to show you are the ones that I did purchase from SaltBox Lane, and the remainder of the candles will be the ones that I purchased directly from Caramel Sundaes website. So let's get started. This very first one is pumpkin cinnamon roll. I love these little labels. It has a little cinnamon roll with a pumpkin, but yeah. I do love that all the wax is white. Colored wax is cute, but I don't know. I just like how simplistic it is and how cute it looks, just like, you know. So this has scent notes of cinnamon, vanilla icing, pumpkin spice, clove, and bakery. Sometimes I get scared of cinnamon roll candles, pumpkin cinnamon roll, or just cinnamon roll or whatever, because sometimes the cinnamon can be a little bit too much. Sometimes the cinnamon could be like this red hot cinnamon. Sometimes the cinnamon could just be cinnamon overload. Who remembers the cinnamon challenge? That was crazy. Oh my gosh, pre-COVID. Anyway, but sometimes it could be like that huge like blast of cinnamon, and I don't like that. And so this one is actually really good to my nose. On cold, it just smells like that. It says vanilla icing, but on cold, it smells like a nice cream cheese icing, kind of like what you would get with an authentic cinnamon roll. And you get this pumpkin spice, the clove, the cinnamon, and the bakery note is like more of like this yeasty bakery, like you would get with an authentic cinnamon roll that was baking. I really wanted to get this because I really love the smell of Cinnabons, like in the airport or in the mall or whatever. And like, I just want like my room or wherever I put this to be like, to smell like that because I really love that scent. But it's really good. I'm happy. I'm very happy with it. It's not too much of anything. I really love that one. It is a tiny bit light on cold, and I'm hoping that it comes to life whenever it's burning. So that is pumpkin cinnamon roll. The next one is poison pear. This one is so cute with the little potion with the pear on it. I thought that was kind of creative. That's cute. And then the scent notes are warm baked pears, mascarpone, and caramel, vanilla, and praline. So I am happy that I got this earlier and I got the small size of it. When I see the scent notes, I hear warm baked pears, and warm pear is such a subjective note sometimes, and I think that different vendors, they just have different types of pears, and sometimes it's hard to tell what it is. So I'm sure if you ask someone else what this smells like, it's probably going to be different from my rendition. But from my rendition and my nose, I feel like the pear is quite candied and fruity, and not really warm baked pears. It doesn't really smell like stewed pears or anything like that. It's very fruity, yeah, and bright. This is something that I think would be more of like a summertime pear and not necessarily a fall pear. I don't really smell a lot of that mascarpone, and I say it that way because that's how you say it, but it's mascarpone, y'all. And so, but mascarpone, and if you don't know what mascarpone is, it is an Italian like cheese. It's very comparable to like a cream cheese. You literally can use mascarpone to make anything that you can make a cream cheese. Like if you could put cream cheese in like a spinach dip or sauces, you can make cheesecakes, right? Same thing with mascarpone. You can put it in sauces. A lot of desserts are supposed to be made with mascarpone, like tiramisu. I think that, I mean, you can use cheese. You can use this cheese to make cheesecake. So anyway, that's mascarpone, right? I don't really get a lot of the caramel. I don't really get a lot of the mascarpone. I really get a lot of pear, like just a lot of juicy pear. And I wonder, like, just when I'm burning it, if any of those things will come out more. I'm hoping it will, but as of right now, I'm fine with it being a 2 week. It's not like it stinks or anything. It's just not what I necessarily expected. I would have loved to get a lot more of that praline, but it's at the base. The praline is at the bottom, and so maybe again, this is something that I might smell whenever I'm burning it. And I'm taking big deep breaths. There's something in there. Maybe that vanilla is coming out when I take that big deep breath. But just like that quick sniff, it's just very much like a candy pear, not really a baked pear. But it's also not a body care pear. It's not that bright like that it would be like in a perfume or something. Because there's perfumey pear, there's a fruity pear, which this is, and there's like a gourmand stewed pear. But yeah, so that is poison pear. This I also got from SaltBox Lane. This is hollow grounds. I thought it was hollowed grounds. Hollow grounds. Butter, black coffee, cinnamon, clove, coconut, tonka. One thing I will tell you, and it has like a mug, a little pumpkin mug. That's so cute with the coffee beans. This is cute. But one thing I will tell you, when I see coconut in caramel sundaes, I know I want it. because their coconut is really good to me. Like, whether it was like, oh my gosh, I opened it. It's so good. I wish this was in a 40 ounce. I wish this came in a 40 ounce. Anyway, it's so good. It's my type of coffee. Sometimes some coffees are not my type of coffee, and it is kind of hard sometimes to put it in wax form because it can really come off really dirty. Sometimes people make it too perfumey, but this one smells like very authentic in my opinion. Like, oh man, just roasted coffee beans. So I won't even say it smells like a cup of coffee or a cup of espresso. It really smells like roasted coffee beans, hence the name Hollow Grounds. You might get a little hint of that butter. I do think there's a sweet coconut that cinnamon coconut mixture. I do think that is what's making it so good too. Because I really like their coconut. Anytime I see coconut in their blends, I just get it because it, you know. This smells so good. And it smells like it's going to be strong. So I'm really excited about that one. That one is Hollow Grounds. Really excited about that. Was one of my favorite ones from this whole purchase. And the last one that I got from SaltBox Lane is Toasted Pumpkin Crunch. And it has the little muffin and the 2 pumpkins. This one was one that I wasn't sure about getting in the June restock. They did have it in a 40 ounce. And I wasn't sure about getting it because everybody kept saying it was so spicy. And I don't like really spicy scents. And I say like spicy because, I don't know, that's what people was like. It was just so spicy. I don't like anything overly nutmeg, overly pumpkin spice, overly cinnamon. I don't like it. I like it to be kind of more subdued and balanced with whatever bakery or vanilla that it has in it. And people kept raving about it, and I was so like, I was like, okay, I regret getting it, and I should have got it. And they did do like a not a restock, but they did like a they released some of their overstock that they had or whatever, and I did go in to go get this, and boom, did not get it. And so that was one that I didn't get what I wanted, but I didn't know the time. But anyway, so this one is clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, pumpkin, sugar, buttercream, smoke, and vanilla. And that was another thing that was throwing me off, was the smoke. I'm like, why does it say, like, what is the smoke note? So I did want to go ahead and try it from SaltBox and out of this restock, and I do really like it. Now, do I love it? No, because it is a big punch of spice, but it's not like wrestle you down to the ground, 1, 2, 3, you're out, you know, knockout. It's not that, but it is a good, you know, you got a little dazed with the punch of spice. But there is something in there that to me is kind of creamy. I guess it's that buttercream that's kind of like vanilla creamy, almost kind of sort of cream cheesy. I don't know, but that could be just from the pumpkin. But yeah, it's a lot of fall spices, almost like, I think this will go good with like if I had like a wax melt that was going that had pie crust in it and stuff like that, or just a heavy pie crust type of candle or something like that. It will go really good with. So I'm really happy with it. I don't necessarily love it, but I do think it is going to be strong just based off of cold. But when I got it, when I first got it, I was like, oh no, this is great. I love this, yada, yada. And so you'll see in a second what I did with that. But this is really good. It's very quintessential fall spices. I think it's going to be perfect once it starts getting a little cold and it's very green out there, as you can see. But once those start turning brown and orange, I think this is going to be perfect. So that's Toasted Pumpkin Crunch. So all 4 of those. And you know what else I got? I got a diffuser. Not a diffuser. Are they called diffusers? They're car diffusers. Yes, so I'm right. I did get a pumpkin coconut car diffuser from SaltBox as well. But I did not bring that out here. And I do have the pumpkin coconut candle from June, and it's like this like fresh pumpkin coconut. I do have actually like 2 or 3 Bath and Body Works pumpkin coconuts, and they are not the same. So the pumpkin coconut from Caramel Sundays and the pumpkin coconut from Bath and Body Works from years ago, they are not the same. So there's that. So on to my actual order. So yes, I did repurchase Toasted Pumpkin Crunch from Caramel Sundays also. When I first got it from SaltBox Lane, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, they were right. I should have got a 40 ounce. But then I just kept sniffing it. And I'm like, wow, that is a heavy spice note. And so I was just like, I guess I don't feel so bad. But I had already ordered this other one. So that is Toasted Pumpkin Crunch. But I am going to enjoy it. The next one I got is Trick or Treat. That is a spooky pumpkin. It's like a drunk little baby pumpkin. I don't know. But I do like it. I like seeing the little tiny details on the label. But this is lemon zest, nutmeg, orange zest, red fruits, caramel apple, whipped vanilla, sugar crystals, velvet musk. I was not going to order this. And then I saw one of the owners, why am I drawing on a blank? Sierra. Sierra basically put on Caramel Sundays Instagram stories like, don't sleep on this. So I was like, okay, I won't. So I bought it and added it like last minute. This was after I made my big purchase with everything I wanted, and I went back in. I was like, okay, I'm gonna add that to cart. Purchased it. So that's Trick or Treat. To me, oh man, this is good. So I won't say that this smells anything like a candy bag. I don't think it smells like a candy bag. If anything, because you see how it has that velvet musk at the bottom. I get that. Heavy. Oh man, but I get all of these fruits like lemon zest, orange zest, red fruits. Like, to me, it smells like a caramel / candied apple. Have you seen those? Like, where half of it is like caramel, the other half is like candied. But like, imagine like the candy is it's sweet, but like also kind of tart with that apple. I don't know. And then you're also wearing a musk perfume. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but to me this actually smells like a very fruity body care. Oh man, but it's so candied and it's so good. This was actually a shocker. It's a unique scent, and I love a good unique scent. Cause it's not like, it's very complex. Oh, I love a complex scent. Like, it has layers. Cause you get the muskiness, and it is a velvety musk. That's the thing, it's smooth. Oh man, but I can't get over whatever that fruity sour, it's like, cause it's kind of like fruity sour, almost Jolly Rancher, but not like, it's way more complex than a Jolly Rancher. And it's like with the caramel apple, but it specifically is a green apple. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm so shocked at how much I really like this. So and unfortunately they are trying to, what I think, I don't know anything, right? I think they're trying to accommodate people who missed out on so many candles and fragrances from the August restock. So they are repeating a lot of these fragrances. So this video is pretty, probably going to help a few people, but also like some of these you can't get again, like Trick or Treat. Is Trick or Treat being offered again? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know what the scent list is. But some of these are not going to be offered again. But this one's a good one. So next year, if it isn't being offered again, definitely check that one out next year. I think it's pretty good. So again, that is Trick or Treat. I don't know why I put so much emphasis on R, but that's how it's spelled. That's how my mind works. Anyway, the last tweak that I received is apple macchiato. And this is warm apples, oat milk, caramel, warm cinnamon, macchiato, and brown sugar. Their oat milk, well, oat milk in general, whenever I see it in a scent, I'm like, yes, okay? But I tend to like their scents that have like oats or oatmeal, oats or oat milk in them. So that's why I decided to take a chance on this one, because I don't really like Bath & Body Works apple macchiato. They have an apple, I think it's called apple macchiato or apple, yeah, I think it's macchiato. I don't really like it. It doesn't blend well. It's not seamless. Like, you smell the apple, you smell the coffee or the macchiato. With this one, and again, Gorgeous picture. I see the coffee, but I see the apple. But what is this? Oh, it's an apple. Okay. I think it's an apple. Anyway. I don't like Bath and Body Works Apple Macchiato, but I surprisingly really love this one. It's smooth. It blends into one another really good. It's not as coffee forward as Hollow Grounds. It doesn't smell like coffee beans. It smells more like apple. And then it smells more like a cup of coffee and like a latte with oat milk in it. Yeah, I really like this one. But again, it's not, if you are like afraid of coffee and you don't like coffee scents, but you know, and you wanted to try this one, I think this was a good one to try because to me it doesn't smell like coffee. Like it's there, but it's not like the, it's not the star of the show. But that is Apple Macchiato. All right. Okay, so to get into the big kahunas. All right. Let's see. I'm going to show you this first box, and I'm probably just going to edit the video, but I want to show you how the candles typically come. They started recently putting these stickers on the outside of the other box that comes around it, but I've been using it to label. And so I was writing them on there because this is how I store them. That way I can just stack them up just on top of each other since they don't come with a lid. So I'll probably be editing this video so that you don't have to hear me like take out the candle out of the box. One thing I have seen is, and I appreciate, I don't know if it's on purpose or an accident, but listen, look how high that fill line is. That's so great. Anyway, I love these labels. I love how vibrant and how aesthetically pleasing these labels look. So they did go back to these clear labels. Well, not back. I don't know if they ever did that before, but they did at one point have these clear labels on these big vessels. But I really like just how this one looks on this big vessel a little better. All the vessels are super cute, but I just like how that looks. Anyway, this first one is Dad's Blueberry Cobbler. Scent notes are buttery, fruity, blueberry, spiced cinnamon, brown sugar, and vanilla bean. I did get this one in a 2-wick in the June restock, and so it, to me, smelled really good, and it was performing in the 2-wick in my bedroom, and typically that's kind of like my gauge on if I can take it outside of the bedroom or even order another one if I really like it. So in this case, I ordered another one because it was performing really well. And to me, it is a very, how do I put this? It's pretty authentic to a blueberry pie. It's more of, oh man, it's more of the blueberry pie filling. There is this like, I don't want to say creaminess because it's not creamy. It's definitely still fruity, and it's like a blueberry compote almost, but inside of a pie. And almost, it's not very pie crusty. I don't think it has even a pie crust, no. It's more like the blueberry filling. But to me, there is some type of remnants of like a pie. So if you're one of those people who don't like pie crust, but you try to like pick around it, but you still have like remnants of like, or pieces of the inner pie crust inside of it, that's what this smells like. It's very warm, it's buttery, it's very sweet, but there's this tartness obviously because it's like a blueberry. So that is Blueberry Cobbler. I really love this one. I'm really excited to. I do think blueberry is a scent that you can melt or burn all year, but blueberry for me is a fall scent. I normally hold off my blueberry, even though a lot of it comes out in the spring, but I normally hold off until fall to burn my blueberry scents. Oh, you know what? It's not a blueberry pie. It's a blueberry cobbler, and that makes so much more sense because, you know, like in a cobbler, there's little pieces, and they are kind of like doughy or like dumpling-esque. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So that's perfect. It really is good. So this next one is Hocus Pocus. It has scent notes of apple, citrus, cranberry spice, mahogany, wood, and dried clove. I think it was said that Hocus Pocus was like autumn jam, but with mahogany. I got autumn jam, and let me tell you, autumn jam is my jam. It is so good. I just had to say that, didn't I? Oh my gosh, I'm so whack. But but no, it really is such a good, strong fall jammy scent. It's so good. But I can see how they're compared to one another, but to me, this is not as jammy. This is very much a cranberry spice scent. I don't get much like, you get a tidbit of mahogany, but it doesn't take over the fragrance like you would expect it to, especially if you've ever gotten a mahogany teak wood, or if you're into vendor wax and you've gotten stuff that have mahogany in it and stuff like that. Sometimes mahogany can be real selfish and take over the entire scent. But no, this is just a good amount. You get the dried clove, you get a hint of wood. Do I smell apple? Yeah, there's a little apple with a little citrus. To me, this is very kind of just like fresh. I'm trying to figure out, this reminds me of an office building. Like, you know how some office buildings, I don't know, it's just like the lobby of an office building, and they just like start putting out potpourri and I don't know. Like, that's kind of what it reminds me of, like a good potpourri smell. Not, because I want to say Michael's also, but it's not as spicy. It's like Michael's or like Hobby Lobby, that type of smell, but more cranberry, not as spicy. Yeah. So that is Hocus Pocus. I really like that one. The next scent we have is Witching Hour. The scent notes are cranberry, musk, pralines, icing, ginger cookies. I love a good complex scent, and I think what got me on this is the fact that it had the cranberry, the musk, the pralines with the ginger cookies. It's like such a contrast of scent notes. But they do blend quite well. They're not separate. They're all like one scent. I just imagine like if you went to Starbucks and ordered like their cranberry, what is that cranberry tart thingy that they have during Christmas? I can't remember what it's called, but it's definitely like a cranberry flavored pastry. And then if you had, I don't know if my gosh, I'm tired. I don't know if Starbucks has any type of gingerbread or ginger snap type of cookie. But it's almost like if there was a ginger snap cookie out there, because it is more of a ginger cookie, it is more of a ginger snap because there's a lot of ginger in there, right? You get a lot of ginger in the scent. I don't think it's gingerbread because gingerbread is typically more sweeter. It's like if you had a ginger snap cookie that had little pieces of dried cranberries in them with the hard shell icing like on top. So that is Witching Hour. I do really like this one. This one, to me, is a lot more spooky or like Halloween forward than Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus reminds me of Christmas and Thanksgiving to me. But this one's more Halloween-y. Although the ginger is kind of making this also like holidays. I don't know. Both very good. Oh my gosh. Halloween Town. We'll go over the scent notes first. Again, appreciate. Like, that just seems like they really are giving us the goods on this. Like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, speak up on it because I'm like, please don't stop doing that because I need all the wax. But brown sugar, butter pecan chai, Sorry, that's two different things. So brown sugar, butter, pecan chai, sweet cream, butterscotch, sea salt, coconut, and musk. Okay, so this scent, I could smell it. A lot of these I could smell before I even opened the box. And it was so similar to that apple truffle butter. It was an apple truffle cookie or something like that they came out in June. Oh my God, I love that scent. That scent is coming in their next restock. If you like butterscotchy type or butter pecan type smells, like, I don't know, it's just like, it's such a good scent. Even though I don't know what that has in it exactly, but it reminds me of this without the apple. Like, this smells like that one without the apple. And then they said that also their truffle cookie butter scent that comes out is kind of like the same base, I think. So anyway, this one's so good. It's so sweet. It smells like a butterscotch. It literally smells like a butterscotch, but like a butterscotch cake is what this smells like. And again, anytime I see coconut and caramel sundaes, I'm gonna grab it. But it's a very large, not large, it's a very huge, what am I looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? It's a very prominent butterscotch note, but it is also cakey and like a creamy, like soft cake, like not something that's super flaky or crusty. Oh man, I love this one. So this one is Halloween Town. It's so good. This next one, I do want to show you the box. For some reason, this was like oily, but also it doesn't necessarily smell like the oil on this specific candle. I wonder if like an oil from another candle or something got spilled on it, because also it doesn't look like it when I got it, it was warm and stuff like that. It didn't look like it was leaking any oil, and so I just wonder if like oil just spilled on the box. But this is coffin cake. This was very popular, I think. Did it sell out first? No, I think Bakery on Main sold out first. But this is pumpkin spice, brown sugar, frosting, cinnamon, clove, butter, cream, vanilla, and nutmeg. So this to me is just a spiced cake. It's not very complex. It is very like straightforward spiced cake. I think it'll be great as like a fall time, Christmas time like blender candle. Like you can put it with any other like gourmand type candles or wax melts or whatever. I was trying to see if it had ginger in it, and it doesn't, because something about it is kind of also gingerbready to me, like straight up gingerbread. Man, this is really good though. Coffin cake, love that one. It smells like it will be a medium throw, but we'll see. It's not as strong as Halloween Town, but it's really good and it's really spicy. And it's kind of similar to Toasted Pumpkin Crunch, but not as spicy, even though this is still very spicy. So that is coffin cake. This next one is one that took me by surprise also, because before I even opened it, I could like smell it. And that is caramel dipped apple. I love this color label. It is so good. It goes so well with like my tones or whatever, like especially like in my room. But caramel dipped apple. It is apple, red fruits, peach, green leaves, caramel, warm cinnamon, sweet vanilla, brown sugar. Ultimately, this smells like an authentic caramel apple. It is delicious. The thing about it is, I need to pull out fall, because they also had a scent called fall cider. And I oftentimes feel like Cider Lane smells like a heavy caramel apple. And when I smell this, I smell Cider Lane, but I don't have any references to anything right now. Like, I have Cider Lane, a bunch of them. I also have caramel apples from Bath & Body Works from years ago. I kind of want to just compare it. And I have one from like Homeworks or something like that. I kind of want to just compare it, because right now it just smells like this. Kind of smells like Cider Lane to me, but more caramel, just sweeter. You know what? There was a sweet extra caramelized cider, like apple scent that came out with Bath and Body Works some years ago. And it was like Cider Lane, but it was just like more caramel. But anyway, that's what this one smells like. It smells like Cider Lane, but like added caramel. And you just get that real good juiciness from the apple. Oh man, this is great. Like, is this coming back in September? Because I might need to do this, and I might need to do it in a big size too. Oh man, it just smells like an authentic caramel apple. It reminds me of the fair. Makes me want a caramel dipped apple real bad. So that is a caramel dipped apple. And last, but certainly not least, this is cashmere pumpkin. This is sweet pumpkin, sea salt, butter pecan, warm apples, cashmere, vanilla musk. This was first released back in June. I don't know if it was their like first time releasing it, but I first saw it back in June, and it was, I thought it was going to be like this fresh pumpkin scent, because oftentimes they try to like sprinkle in a little bit of like, you know, fresh scents or perfumey scents for those types of girlies. But I had no idea it was a gourmand scent until Sierra got on there and was like, no, it's like more gourmand. And I'm like, wait, like my little gourmand ear was like, excuse me?
Excuse me, say what?
And so I think somebody asked the question, and I read it, and it was like, oh no, it's more gourmand. I was like, what?
Excuse me, say what?
And so I went to go look at the scent notes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, those are gourmand scent notes. I didn't even think to look at the scent notes because I just assumed it was a more fresh scent. So again, very similar to like kind of like Halloween Town with that butterscotch in there, like this butter pecan. Oh man, this one is so good. Oh my gosh. The cashmere, I don't think of it as like an actual cashmere, fresh cashmere, but like if you had like, if cashmere was, you know how like vanilla could be like either, you know, non-gourmand or gourmand. It's like if cashmere was gourmand. It's like this soft cashmere sweet pumpkin mixed with that butter pecan and the warm apples. That's what I get. This is another one that's pretty complex. There's different things that I'm getting, but they are all seamlessly kind of like blending into one another to be this like gourmand, elevated gourmand dream cake or something. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love it so much. It's not cakey or anything like that. It's like not, yeah, there's nothing in there that's cakey. It's not like that. I really do think that if you are like somebody who's like, oh, get that gourmand stuff out of here. I don't like that. I don't want my house smelling like food. I think this will be a good option for you, especially if you have guests coming over. Oh, it's so good and so sweet. This was like something I did not expect to love. This is another one that I think is coming back, and I think it's coming back in the 40 ounce. And I think I'm going to get another 40 ounce of this because I want to not be without it. So that is Cashmere Pumpkin. Really love that one. I can't say which one was my absolute favorite. I think that I really, really love that Hollow Grounds. Like, if I could get that in a 40 ounce, that would be great. I'm really excited to see what they have for the 85 ounces and the 150 ounces that they are supposed to have. And to give you an idea of what the 150 ounces, let me see if I can get this over here. Let's dance. Get up here. Okay, so this is Bakery on Main. This is the 150 ounce. I don't know if this is a good comparison, but this is the 22 ounce. So that kind of gives you an idea of how big each one is. No, I have not started burning Bakery on Main yet. I will start burning this when I get another. I said I was going to start burning it because I have a 40 ounce of Bakery on Main, but I'm going to start burning this when it starts getting cooler outside. But I also want to get another one to make sure that I have this one. Because I kind of, this is a scent, this is like a vanilla scent that can go with pretty much anything. Like gourmand, perfumey, to me, in my opinion. So anyway, but that is the 150 ounce. I really want to get the 85 ounces too, because I feel like that will at least fit in my room area. Even though that might not need to be in my room area because it might be strong. But anyway, but just know I'm addicted to candles, and I really love big candles. So I plan on spending big bucks when they offer those 85 ounces with the 150 ounces. So be prepared. So I will, let you guys know that. But this is my Caramel Sundays haul. I hope you enjoy, and let me know, did you shop the Caramel Sundays recent restock? Did you get anything? Did you miss out on anything? Are you planning on getting something that you missed out on? Let me know how your shopping experience, and if you want some tips and tricks, let me know. It's really about going fast. I don't think that there's any special thing. I mean, get on there as soon as you get the little text message that says, go shop, and, get on there and do your thing. And, focus. Don't shop around. Have a list. Those are my wax vendor, wax girlies, and guys. You know what I'm talking about. So have your list together, go in, get it, grab, go. Have your budget, know what you want to spend, because you can't go in there and be regretful. You got to know, add it up. You got to know what you're going to spend. And these are, these retail for, I would imagine, to me, Caramel Sundays is more of a mid-luxury brand, in my opinion. It is still a family-owned business. It's a small business, but it's still mid-luxury prices. So it's not all the way up there with like Diptyque or something like that, or Harlem Candle Company or something like that, but it's definitely up there, okay? So we're doing mid-level prices, not Bath and Body Works prices, not Homeworks prices, but definitely not Amon candles or anything like that prices. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in a later video. Bye, guys.